Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for the date of November 25th, read by John M. of the Dallas, Texas area in the United States of America. AA thoughts for the day. Vision. Vision is, I think, the ability to make good estimates, both for the immediate and for the more distant future. Some might feel this sort of a striving to be a sort of heresy, because we AAs are constantly telling ourselves one day at a time. But that valuable principle really refers to our mental and emotional lives. It means chiefly that we are not foolishly repine over the past, nor wishfully daydream about the future. Vision is therefore the very essence of prudence, an essential virtue if ever there was one. Of course, we shall often miscalculate the future in whole or in part, but that is better than to refuse to think at all. Bill W., 1962, 12 Concepts for World Services, page 40. Thought to consider. Right actions for the future are the best apologies for wrong ones in the past. Acronyms. TIME, T-I-M-E, things I must earn. Just for today, look squarely. Step 4, made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Step 4 is our vigorous and painstaking effort to discover what these liabilities in each of us have been and are. We want to discover exactly how, when, and where our natural desires have warped us. We wish to look squarely at the unhappiness this has caused others and ourselves. By discovering what our emotional deformities are, we can move toward their correction. Without a willing and persistent effort to do this, there can be little sobriety or contentment for us. Without a searching and fearless moral inventory, most of us have found that the faith which really works in daily living is still out of reach. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 42 through 43. Daily Reflections. In the years before the publication of the book Alcoholics Anonymous, we had no name. By a narrow majority, the verdict was for naming our book The Way Out. One of our early loan members found exactly 12 books already titled The Way Out. So, Alcoholics Anonymous became first choice. That's how we got a name for our book of experience, a name for our movement, as we are now beginning to see a tradition of the greatest spiritual import. AA tradition, how it developed, pages 35 through 36. Beginning with Bill's momentous decision in Akron to make a telephone call rather than a visit to the hotel bar, how often has a higher power made itself felt at crucial moments in our history? The eventual importance that the principle of anonymity would acquire was dimly perceived, if at all, in those early days. There seems to have been an element of chance even in the choice of a name for our fellowship. God is no stranger to anonymity and often appears in human affairs in the guises of luck, chance, or coincidence. If anonymity somewhat fortuitously became the spiritual basis for all of our traditions, perhaps God was acting anonymously on our behalf. Copyright 1990, Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc. As Bill sees it, do it our way? In praying, our immediate temptation will be to ask for specific solutions to specific problems and for the ability to help other people as we have already thought they should be helped. In that case, we are asking God to do it our way. Therefore, we ought to consider each request carefully to see what its real merit is. Even so, when making specific requests, it will be well to add to each one of them this qualification: if it be thy will. Big Book quote: selfishness, self-centeredness, that we think is the root of our troubles. Driven by 100 forms of fear, self-delusion, self-seeking, and self-pity, we step on the toes of our fellows and they retaliate. Sometimes they hurt us, seemingly without provocation, but we invariably find that at some point in the past, we have made decisions based on self, which later placed us in a position to be hurt. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, How It Works, page 62. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. I am not so envious of other people, nor am I jealous of other people's possessions and talents. When I was drinking, I was secretly full of jealousy and envy of those people who could drink normally, who had the love and respect of their families, who lived a normal life, and were accepted as equals by their friends. I pretended to myself that I was as good as they were, but I knew it wasn't so. Now, I don't have to be envious anymore. I try not to want what I don't deserve. I'm content with what I have earned by my efforts and to live the right way. More power to those who have what I have not. At least I'm trying. Have I got rid of the poison of envy? Meditation for the day. My soul is restless till it finds its rest in thee. A river flows on until it loses itself in the sea. Our spirits long for rest in the Spirit of God. We yearn to realize a peace, a rest, a satisfaction that we have never found in the world or its pursuits. Some are not conscious of their need and shut the doors of their spirits against the Spirit of God. They are unable to have true peace. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may feel the divine unrest. I pray that my soul may find its rest in God. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota, 55012. Once again, this is John M., and I am an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.